Her laugh, light, familiar, intimate, cut straight through me like a cold blade. I looked up from the flickering candle between us, and there it was, my boss, Victor Hale, leaning in just a breath too close to my wife. His eyes locked onto hers with a confidence that felt predatory, proprietary. And then, with a half-smirk, he whispered something, too quiet for me to catch but loud enough to send a tremor down my spine. Maya didn't pull away. She smiled. Not the polite smile she used with strangers. Not the bright one she used with friends. No, this was softer, private. A smile I thought was mine. My fork slipped from my fingers and clattered onto the plate. They both startled, turning toward me, but Maya's eyes flickered, guilt, quickly masked. Or maybe I imagined it. God, I hoped I imagined it. Everything okay, Daniel? Victor asked, his tone velvety, unreadable. Fine, I said, though my voice cracked at the edges. Fine was a lie. My pulse was a storm. But I forced a smile, because the alternative, the truth, meant acknowledging a fracture I wasn't ready to face. The waiter refilled our wine glasses as conversation resumed. I nodded when appropriate, laughed when necessary, but inside, something was unraveling thread by thread. Every detail around me felt too sharp, the metallic scent of the steak, the scrape of silverware, the low murmur of conversations from dimly lit tables. Everything except Maya's hand, which rested inches from mine but felt a mile away. Victor talked about the promotion I'd been chasing for 2 years. How the board was finally seeing my potential. How he always knew I had it in me. But when he said those words, he didn't look at me. He looked at her. Maya's gaze dropped to her lap. My stomach twisted. As the night stretched on, small things drifted into clarity like debris surfacing in dark water. The way she perfectly predicted Victor's order before he placed it. The way he remembered she hated truffle oil, something I had forgotten more times than I'd like to admit. The way their laughter synced, rhythmic, practiced. It wasn't just chemistry. It was history. My mind raced. I told myself I was being paranoid. That stress was getting to me. That Maya would never. But then, after dessert, Victor stood to take a call. His phone lit up on the table before he grabbed it. My eyes, without meaning to, caught the screen. A notification banner. Maya, same time tomorrow. My throat dried. The restaurant's warmth vanished. Every instinct screamed, ask, demand, confront. But fear held me still, fear of hearing an answer that would break me clean in half. When Victor walked away, I turned to Maya. Her face had gone pale, like she knew exactly what I saw. Daniel, she whispered, it's not what you think. It never is, until it is. What is it then? My voice shook. Tell me. Her mouth opened and closed, as if forming a confession or a lie, maybe both. Finally, she breathed, I didn't want you to find out like this. The world went silent. The truth settled heavily between us, thick and suffocating. My chest caved in with a slow, unbearable ache. How long? 6 months, she said, her voice cracking. But it started before you and I, before we were serious. And then I tried to end it. I did. But he didn't, he wouldn't let it go. I stared at her, betrayed yet suddenly aware of something darker threading through her trembling hands, fear. What do you mean he wouldn't let it go? Before she could answer, Victor returned, sliding smoothly into his seat as if nothing had shifted, as if the ground beneath us hadn't split wide open. His hand brushed hers under the table. She flinched. And in that single, flinching moment, the twist hit me with the force of a blow. This wasn't just infidelity. It was entrapment. And I had walked straight into the lion's den, dinner, smiles, promises, without realizing I wasn't the one being betrayed. We both were.